Coming up on FaceTime. People are crazy about Weibo these days. There may be a deeper psychological need.
It's probably not very common for a foreigner to use Chinese to write about his ideas.
Whom I still love, Norica.
Welcome to FaceTime!
You are watching FaceTime! Yeah!
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to FaceTime, and of course you can check out our official microblog at Sina Weibo to get the latest information on our program and view past episodes. Now, there is a phenomenon sweeping the nation. It is China's microblog Weibo, and it is changing the way Chinese netizens use the internet. Take a look. Weibo is a Chinese microblog that provides netizens an online social platform to share information, videos, and images. In 2011, the number of registered users numbered 195 million, a growth of over 200% over the previous year. Weibo is a phenomenon that has captured the attention of the media and the government, as well as foreigners from other countries, many of whom use it as a way to communicate with Chinese people, promote themselves and their businesses. David Klink is an example of a foreigner who has found success through Weibo. David is the co-founder of David Worldwide English Training Center, stopped selling his training services through this online medium.
Hello everybody, I'm David.
How to say? 应该说 How do you say?
就是学到了吗？学到了吗？
His Weibo has over 36,000 followers. He is not alone. There are many other Weibo celebrities from different countries. On today's program, we will also meet an Aussie who sings Mandarin pop songs. And two very hot actresses from Thailand.
Hello, GDTV World!
Tina.
I'm from Yes or No movie ค่ะ
Alright, ladies and gentlemen, my guest today is a Weibo celebrity as well as an English trainer, Mr. David Klink. Hello, David. Welcome to the show.
Hey Ken, how's it going?
Good, good. You like how I make fun of your name there?
Yeah, I love it. Oh, I'm used to it. You know,
Okay.
high school.
Of course.
Yeah.
Now, what is it are you doing?
I'm on my Weibo right now. I was just writing a message saying that I was on the show.
Okay, great.
Yeah.
All right.
So actually, do you mind before we do the show?
Okay.
I'm just gonna take a picture of us together.
Ooh.
And then.
Let me just
Are you ready for this?
let me just put my thumb up here.
Okay. This is the Weibo.
Hey, I have a great smile.
All right.
Alright, so you play Weibo?
Yeah, I'm on Weibo all the time, actually.
Alright.
Yeah, I go on at least a few times a day.
Oh, okay.
And I put on regular posts about
All
different
right.
kinds of things.
Well,
yeah.
people are crazy about Weibo these days.
Yeah.
Just the other day, I received a name card, and together with email, they also have their Weibo. So I'm thinking maybe people nowadays are exchanging Weibo as a way of, you know, collecting contacts.
It's like a business card. I mean, you
Yeah.
can tell somebody what your Weibo name is. Whenever I meet somebody for the first time in China, they ask me if I got a Weibo. I'm like, yeah, I'm Jiana Daiwei, and they add me, and then I add them, and then we can talk that way. It's
Yeah.
great.
But it seems that perhaps some people are taking it too far, I think, because they seem to have the priorities a little bit skewed. For instance, there's actually one girl who was in a traffic accident. So instead of actually seeking medical help, she took out her phone, took a picture, and posted it on Weibo. Quite crazy.
You know what? I can understand
Yeah.
that. I think I would do the same thing.
You do something crazy too?
Well, look, I haven't really. I mean, crazy stuff
Yeah.
that I've done is just the way I write sometimes.
Okay.
It's a little crazy. But if something like that happened, if I broke my leg before I went to the hospital, I'd probably take a picture and then
And show it to your adoring fans.
look at my broken leg.
Yeah, I could see the appeal in it.
Probably not much appeal, but it's just. I guess it's a way of showing what's happening. If anything interesting happens, it's like you want to share it with people.
True. Perhaps it also stems from people's need of attention.
It could also, yeah. There might be a psychological.
Yeah, I think there may be a deeper psychological need.
Yeah.
Perhaps that's why it's so popular.
Maybe people need the attention. You know, with the new generation, a lot of people are at home on their computers,
exactly.
and they don't have the attention they usually get from their friends, so they go on Weibo. Everybody likes them.
Why do you think Weibo is so popular in China? What kind of features do you think that China's Weibo have?
Well, I mean, Weibo is first it's popular because it's very, very convenient, right? So you can go on it anywhere. You can go on it at home after you finish work or school or whatever. You can check your Weibo on your phone anytime. You can also, it's a good way to stay in touch with communicate. I mean, you communicate with friends. You communicate with celebrities. You communicate with everybody. You can feel like you're actually close to these people.
Even when you're not.
Even when you're not. And, you know, the celebrities, they take very candid pictures of themselves with no makeup. And it's
so
a way
it has that voyeuristic kind of feel to it.
It's voyeuristic.
Almost like cyber stalking.
I guess you could put it that way.
I could go that way.
If you really want to. It would be a very different TV show.
That's true, Let's not go there.
Yeah, let's stay away from this cyber stalking thing. But it's very interesting because you get to see a personal side of these people's lives, which you wouldn't normally see. Other features, I mean, like everybody can become like a reporter.
Okay.
So if you see anything happening, any big piece of news or small something that happens
like an
on the street,
asteroid
if you
floating down, if I see it, I could capture it on camera, post it, I'll become famous.
That's right. I mean, asteroids, they don't come down very often.
No, they don't.
If you see it and it lands on your house, take a picture of your house, put it on a Weibo and say, an asteroid hit my house.
Wow.
Before the news knows about it.
That's right.
Yeah.
That's right.
Also, actually, it's a good way to promote yourself or your business. So if you want to become a celebrity for some reason, or if you have a business to promote, you can also do that on Weibo.
Oh. And with hundreds of millions of people using Weibo, let's take a look at why they use it and what they use it for. Do you have Weibo?
有啊，有的。
有啊，有的。
What do you use it for?
为了打发时间，了解更多身边的资讯，
是为了娱乐啊，跟更多的艺人啊互动。
What do you post?
自己当天的心情，觉得可以跟大家分享的话，就会发。
我本身是搞摄影的，我会转发一些比较艺术类啊，或者自己的照片也会自己原创一些发上去哦。
其实我不发我就看。
What information do you like?
我喜欢看政府的比较多，关心一些国家的事情啊。
是跟娱乐啊或者关系有关的。
了解更多广州的资讯咯。
Okay, let's take a look at our first infograph. And here we can see that over 70% of people use Weibo for gathering information. So, like you said, it is becoming a new substitute for news.
Yeah, I mean, a lot of people get their news strictly from Weibo now.
Yes.
Yeah.
And perhaps it's even more trustworthy. Maybe, I'm not saying. Perhaps in some situations.
In some situations, because the news that you get online or anywhere is very hard to trust. You don't know. I mean, I could write anything on my way. I could write that an alien abducted me, and did something to me or something, and then some people would believe it, some people wouldn't believe it.
And now let's take a look at the second infograph, and from here we can see that over 80% of people use Weibo to post tidbits about their daily life and to express their opinions.
Interesting.
Now, what kind of contents do you usually post?
I guess about half of the content that I post is English teaching.
Okay.
So I correct very common mistakes that Chinese people make.
What are some of the most common mistakes people make?
Oh wow, there are lots of mistakes. I mean, everywhere from just saying like, "How are you?" and then you would say, "I'm fine, thank you," and you? Well, foreigners I think would never actually answer that way. That was just in a textbook somewhere in China. So you can give them different answers. Like you actually say how you feel or. There are many ways to answer that question. There are also many ways to say, how are you? So these are common problems. But also, there are misunderstandings of words. Like, for example, it was very hard for me. I'm trying to explain the word interesting.
Okay, interesting.
Interesting. This is a very interesting word to explain.
好像中国人有时候分不清楚 interesting、fun 和 funny 的区别。fun 是好玩的意思 ，funny 滑稽 ，interesting 不分好和不好，很有吸引力，会让人很想知道更多。
Do you think Weibo changed people's lives in China? Chinese people?
I think it's changed China a lot. I mean, I think over 30% of the population of like the internet users in China use Weibo now. That's a big number.
That is a staggering number.
It's a staggering number. That's the good word for it. Yeah, and so of course it changes people's lives because everybody can now communicate with everybody. You can have contact with absolutely everybody in China, and or in the world almost.
Okay, now let's take a look at a few other people from different countries who's famous on China's Weibo. Other foreign Weibo celebrities include Haza, the Aussie, who enjoys singing Mandarin pop songs.
广东电视台国际频道面对面的观众朋友们，你们好，我是 Haza， 来自澳大利亚，今年21岁。 Well, I like Chinese music so much because I feel as though the lyrics in the songs have a lot of meaning behind them, and unfortunately, a lot of English songs don't. Well, I started using a Weibo account because I wanted a way to keep in touch with my Chinese friends, and I also wanted to follow some of my favourite Chinese celebrities, so singers that I like and actors from, you know, movies and TV dramas that I enjoy watching.
He also wrote an R&B song about young Chinese people called Friday that is very well known.
Sometimes I post up English sayings and translate them into Chinese, and a lot of the time they also, the people who follow me on Weibo, they teach me a lot of great Chinese sayings and phrases that I can use every day. But in the meantime, I'm just going to keep studying Chinese, I'm going to keep singing Chinese songs and making videos. Obviously, I would love a chance to go to China and make music or be a part of the entertainment industry, but I'm going to have to keep my fingers crossed about that.
Thai hottie starlets Aom&Tina of Yes and No fame use their Weibo to get in touch with their Chinese fans. We have their exclusive interview from their recent visit.
Hey, hey, hey! Welcome to First Time!
ค่ะก็รู้สึกตั้งแต่มาถึงเลยเจอแฟนคลับตั้งแต่ลงเครื่องมานะคะก็ให้แบบว่าให้การต้อนรับที่น่ารักมากๆเลยค่ะอบอุ่นมากแฟนคลับเยอะมากแบบยังตื่นเต้นเหมือนเดิมค่ะก็ออมก็ทราบมาว่าแฟนคลับที่นี่ก็มีเยอะเหมือนกันค่ะก็เลยได้มีการติดต่อกันบ้างอย่างนะทางWeiboอะไรอย่างเงี้ยค่ะก็เขาก็มีการแนะนำตั้งแต่ก่อนจะมาว่าสภาพอากาศที่นี่เป็นยังไงไม่ร้อนไม่หนาวมากแล้วก็แนะนำว่าควรจะไปเที่ยวที่ไหนควรจะทานอะไรแล้วเขาก็บอกว่าถ้ามาเนี่ยเขาจะดูแลให้เราแบบประทับใจมากแล้วเราก็ประทับใจจริงๆนะคือของออมจริงๆแล้วออมจะเป็นคนที่ไม่เก่งในเรื่องแบบว่าโซเชียลเน็ตเวิร์กเท่าไหร่ก็จะแบบแล้วยิ่งภาษาจีนแล้วก็ไม่ได้แต่ว่าดีที่เรามีแฟนคลับที่เป็นคนไทยด้วยแล้วเขาก็จะคอยแบบประสานงานให้อะค่ะเขาก็จะคอยมีแฟนคลับคนไทยที่พูดภาษาจีนได้เขาก็จะคอยแบบช่วยทำตั้งแต่แรกแล้วก็แบบว่าเหมือนถ้าเราอยากจะพูดอะไรเป็นภาษาจีนเนี้ยเขาจะพิมพ์ให้ค่ะก็แฟนคลับสอนค่ะสมมติไปเราก็จะมีอีเมลของเพจของแฟนคลับอะค่ะเขาก็จะส่งอีเมลแคปเจอร์เป็นรูปภาพเป็นวิธีการนะคะมาบอกว่าขั้นที่1ทำอย่างนี้นะอย่างนี้นะอย่างนี้นะอะไรอย่างเงี้ยค่ะแต่ตอนแรกเนี่ยเริ่มเองเลยจากแฟนคลับทวิตเตอร์มาบอกว่าให้เล่นWeiboสิอะไรอย่างเงี้ยก็เลยลองสมัครอันนี้คือสมัครเองนะคะสมัครเองเสร็จปุ๊บมันทำให้ออมแบบรู้สึกว่าพอมีกำลังใจในการทำงานมากขึ้นเวลาที่เราเหนื่อยเวลาที่เราท้ออะไรอย่างเงี้ยเรารู้ว่าเรามีคนที่กำลังจะรอดูผลงานของเราอยู่ทำให้เราตั้งใจที่จะทำงานชิ้นนั้นให้ออกมาดีที่สุดก็ขอบคุณทุกกำลังใจและก็การสนับสนุนด้วยค่ะแล้วก็หนังเรื่องนี้ด้วยนะคะแล้วหนังเรื่องนี้เนี่ยเป็นหนังเรื่องที่จีน่าเล่นเป็นเรื่องแรก ก็ต้องขอบคุณแฟนคลับทุกคนที่ให้การสนับสนุนเป็นอย่างดีแล้วตินาก็จะพยายามต่อไปให้ดีขึ้นค่ะขอบคุณค่ะแล้วโอ้ย
And we're back. All right. Now you have 36,000 fans.
Yeah.
And to put that into perspective, here's a few people who also have around 36,000 fans. Now we have a very famous coach for the China's women's volleyball team who took the team to the 2003 championships and won it.
Yeah.
So a national treasure, really.
They won the championship.
They did. And the other one is a Japanese superstar who is, I guess, a drug addict now as well, named Norika Sakai, whom I still love, Norika. I love you. Chances of her seeing this show, nil. And the other one is actually a member of a very famous Chinese music band.
Oh.
I had to struggle there a bit.
Really?
Is it pop music or rock music?
Is it pop or rock? Maybe pop rock?
Maybe pop rock.
Yeah.
Maybe that is, yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, so you are up there with actually these three celebrities.
Yeah.
Now, my question is, how much did you pay them?
How much did I pay the celebrities to make me equal to them?
Yeah. So how? How did you do it?
How did I do it?
Yeah.
I think maybe just because of what I write, and also maybe because I use a lot of Chinese to teach English, and I use Chinese to talk about my ideas and everything, and it's probably not very common for a foreigner in China to use Chinese to want to teach and to write about his ideas about stuff. If you want to have more fans, you can't only update once a month. True. You have to update daily, and even daily isn't very much. Some people update like 20 times a day or 30 times a day.
Well, perhaps it's not for me, but I'm sure there are other people who are watching who will be interested.
Yeah.
So do you have any advice?
Well, I mean, I think you have to find yourself, right? And you have to be very much yourself, and you have to say things that you have to show your interesting side. Everybody has a boring side and an interesting side. If you only show your boring side, like I'm going to bed now, well, that's not very interesting. So you have to find whatever's special about you, and you show it to the world.
All right.
Yeah.
Now, later on, we will check to see if people have replied to our Weibo that we posted before.
Sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's do that now.
Let's check this on this iPad. Here's somebody in Guangdong TV.
Oh, okay.
Who saw me in the elevator on the way up here. Small world, huh?
Small world indeed.
And she didn't say hello. I take offense. Should I?
You should reply to her.
I will reply to her, but not on the show.
Okay, I see we've got one where they're asking, why is the background blue?
Yeah, because that's very interesting.
Yes.
Why is
that could get a bit technical.
Yeah.
Yes.
The background is blue on the picture.
You're right.
But not on the screen.
That's right, because TV magic.
TV magic. Actually, this beautiful tower that you see right over here is not there.
Magic.
Magic TV.
Yeah.
It's a beautiful thing.
Yeah.
But the background here is actually completely blue.
That's right, because we use a system of chroma keying.
Yeah, and blue screen.
Yes, exactly.
And if you were wearing a blue shirt,
I would be invisible.
You would be invisible too. You would be the tower.
That's right.
Yeah.
Now, did you bring anything that to you represents Guangzhou?
I saw this in my office, and I thought it was actually quite nice. It's a clock, and the clock represents time, obviously.
Yes.
And I don't have much time. I work like crazy. So this is time, and it shows the way time changes things. It's a picture on midnight or 12, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. These are all pictures of our teachers and our students at the beginning of the center. So 4 years ago, including myself with hair and a bunch of nice memories, really. And this is basically what I've been working on for the past 4 years.
Wow. Okay, and once again, it is quiz time. Your chance to answer some easy questions and win some awesome prizes. And our question today is, what is the Weibo name for our show? FaceTime.
What do you think? Do you think it's FaceTime GDTV? FaceTime 面对面?
Ooh, some Chinese there.
Some Chinese, yeah. Or FaceTime China.
If you think you know what the answer is, or if you just want to give it a try, send in your answer to the address below and you can win some amazing FaceTime memorabilia. Okay, and that is all for today's program, and thank you very much, Mr. Click.
Thank you very much, Ken. It was a pleasure.
Of course, and that is all for the show.
That's it.
See you guys.
See you later.
Bye.
Why you want to be a pilot?
我要飞得更高。
12,000 hours in the air. That